Drugs is also a huge problem in Macon and Bibb County.
Yes, it is.
I've talked to the current sheriff, and he told me once that I think about 60 or 70%, maybe 80% of the crime that's taking place in Bibb County, they're either drug related or alcohol related.
That is correct.
So what do you do about it?
Well, Herbert, you can't continue to build jails in order to solve the problem. But what you have to do is learn that there are alternative measures in treating individuals who have alcohol and drug problems. But you have to go after the drugs first. If you can cut off the supply, then you can start to work on those individuals who are in fact using drugs in our community. And that gamut is from up here all the way down, from the richest to the poorest in drug use. So we have to attack it. There are some plans that we have of going around the schools and into the schools to alleviate those drugs that are in there, being able to inspect and get those drugs out of the schools at aggressive levels, not once a month or 2 times every other month, but aggressively going after them. Because see, we had to clean it up for our children first, and then we can start working on the adults. But we're going to work on them, hopefully, as simultaneously as we possibly can.
There's a problem that I consider, I wonder about. In Milledgeville, Baldwin County, and some of the other counties, the sheriff department and the police department will not allow gambling to take place in these slot machines in these convenience stores. And every now and then you read in the paper where they raid these places of gambling in the slot machine that pays out money. But in Bibb County, they never raid it. They generally leave them alone.
That is correct.
And I've been in stores and I see police in there sometimes. And some of the people give out money right in front of the police. Either it's a law or it's against the law. How about they do it in other counties and do not do it in Bibb County?
The law is clear on what in fact should happen. We see individuals spending all of their money inside these stores here in Bibb County, not being able to take care of their families and do other things. And it's something that I'm going to very, very much aggressively go after and make sure that we're not gambling. If they're just for fun, that's fine. But if they're receiving funds from it, it's illegal to gamble in Georgia.
They definitely receive funds.
Well, then we in fact will have to go after those individuals for doing what is illegal. If it's illegal, I'm a sheriff of laws, not of what's popular. And if you break the law, we're going to be very, very aggressive with you. If we can help you, we're going to do everything we can to help you, to give you alternative measures from going to prison. When you give a child or a young adult a felony record, it limits them on what they can do. We're supposed to be not only just, that sign says serve and protect. Serve first.
Serve first.
And then we protect. And so we have to reach out there and help those individuals that we can help.
Okay. So, when is qualifying?
Qualifying is in May, next month.
It's going to be in May.
Yes.
And the election, I guess the election will be sometime in
July 31st.
July 31st.
That is correct.
Have you put your team together to campaign?
We are putting a team together to the campaign, and we always need more because you can never have enough. Every voice has to be heard. That Constitution was written for all of us, and we all need to be heard. No matter how rich or how poor we are, we need to be heard. And I'm willing to listen, but I'm always willing to move forward on what the law tells us we have to do.
How are you reaching the people to get your message out? What are you doing, going from door to door talking to people?
We've done a lot of grassroots. I'm a grassroots type human being. We also have a website, which is BillLucasForSheriff.com. That's BillLucasForSheriff.com. They can go there. They can email to us. You can donate there, and we do need funds because, listen, when you fight against a machine of any type, you need funds. But we're reaching out, grassroots. We've always been grassroots. It's touching people.
Okay. What I want you to do is look at that camera right over there, and you have about a minute that you could tell them anything you want to tell them.
Well, my name is Bill Lucas, and I need your vote. I need your prayers also in order to make sure that we can have the safest community there is. I have a plan, more than just talking about things. I have a plan that can make sure that we make Macon and Bibb County the safest place in the state first, and then the safest place in the nation. But I need you to help me do that. No one person, no one idea can do it. No silver bullet, if you will. We need to do everything we can collectively together to make sure that this is the safest place for our children, because they deserve it. I want to have people out there working hard to make sure that you're safe, cleaning up parts of this city to make sure that our elderly don't fall down when they're walking down the streets. I'm going to make sure that those inmates are not comfortable in staying in a jail and they don't want to be there ever again. And we're even going to ask the DA to vanish some individuals who are a tremendous nuisance to our community. A plan. We need new blood, new ideas, and an attitude that we can be the best. Because when I grew up, Macon was the best, and we were always on the move to do nothing but the best for our citizens. Let's get back to it and work together, and we will win.
One question, you mentioned something, you said banish. What do you mean by that? Banish some individuals that's committed?
If somebody has been arrested in this county 30 different times for breaking into people's houses, I don't believe they have a right to stay here. They do it in Warner Robins, they do it in other communities, so whereas they're not allowed to come back into that community. That keeps them away. It's a little aggressive, but these are aggressive times. When you're in the top 10 of all there is, you've got to do everything possible to make sure that no one breaks into your house or mine.
So a person, he's put out of this community, then I guess he has to move into another community.
He has to move to another community.
Okay. That's an interesting idea. And they do it in other cities.
They do it in Warner Robins. And so we get their people here. We're going to make sure they move on.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Thank you so very much.
And I wish you the best.
Thank you, and God bless.
And we will